want to recognize Ann Clanton also, who's here somewhere, who is my partner. We're focused on offshore wind and trying to promote awareness and also investment in the industry. There will be about $60 billion spent on offshore wind over the next 5 years on the east coast of the US, and likely another 100 million in 3 to 4 years following that. Yet if you look for a source of news, you have to go to Europe, you have to look at the Financial Times, New York Times, Wall Street Journal really don't discuss any of these things. To replace coal and reduce CO2 emissions, we're going to need to have a lot of awareness of wind. Why now? Offshore wind could create twice as many jobs as the coal industry currently has. You could bring in 1.7 billion of revenues by 2030. Last 2 years ago was the first year that wind surpassed solar in terms of gigawatts installed. And wind was really developed onshore in Europe in the 70s as a way to promote energy security. And we're again in a position where that is important. We've got CO2 emissions rising for the past 2 years for the first time in over a decade. Population is still growing, and natural gas prices have tripled in the last year. So not only is wind going to be cleaner, it's also cheaper at this point. What do we do? What do we bring to the table? I've been an analyst on Wall Street and a number of investment banks for 15 years. My goal was to digest news, tell people how it would affect companies and stocks. That's going to be our approach. We'll report news, we'll have some analysis, we'll have a high-touch approach, try to get a little bit more than just regurgitating news. Also, most of the industry is private. If you look at investors, private equity funds, venture capital, state governments, sovereign wealth funds. So there's just, there's not a lot of news flow that comes out or investors in the US that are invested in this space. So we think by having news flow data points, this is going to be a big positive for wind investment is the idea. If you look at 2 US energy companies, about $50 billion market cap companies, and compare that to their shareholders to those of let's say, Ørsted, one of the largest wind companies, it's it's night and day. There really is not. You've got 50% of Ørsted is held by the Danish government. We need to have more awareness of the industry in terms of investment and understanding the value proposition. Data analytics, what we do, typically it's very siloed. Data analytics people don't really look at fundamentals. We think we can change that. I have a data analytics company now, and by being in Rhode Island, I think having 20 private companies, VC-backed companies primarily at the CIC, I think we'll have more information flow that will help people understand the industry better.
Thank you.